Welcome back. This is a Mazda CX-5. This is a 2014, but applies to many different models like 2013, 14, 15, 16. Could apply to any car. Mazda CX-5 could apply to any Mazda, like a 6 or anything like that. Sunroofs could apply to any car just about these days. Sunroofs are built by design to acknowledge that they may leak. So this one is adding a little bit of water down the door jamb, and we're starting to see it in the floor a little bit. Not a big problem yet, but we've caught it in time, and we're going to fix this today through something that's sort of simple, we hope. So you see this seal right here, this gasket. That is all that is standing between the interior of your vehicle and water. And you could get a toothpick and it would slide right down through there. So I guess a long time ago, sunroof manufacturers, or car manufacturers rather, acknowledged that sunroofs are going to leak. And so there's a tray in here to catch water. And then there's drains that go out all the four corners. Back in here, into the back, and down the pillar. And then draining down through here. There's one up here. It goes down through here and drains right down there. And then on the opposite side you have the same thing. What happens is that those drains will get clogged with debris that is in the tray. So you got to do two things. You got to clean that tray out best you can. And you've also got to make sure that these tubes stay unobstructed, unblocked. Now there's a couple of ways to do this. You can take the headliner out, you can remove a bunch of clips, you can remove the deflector that's in here and everything and start to clean this out, or you can open this up, and if you've caught it in time and you're very careful, because these hoses right here, you don't want to force something in them to clean them and then they disconnect, because that could happen. We believe that these are still intact and that we're just getting water in from the overflow of the tray. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean these out today. Alright, now we've just opened the sunroof as normal, and you can get another view. So this is the only thing keeping your sunroof from leaking usually, this small gasket. You want to keep this clean as can be. This one could stand to be cleaned even more. I cleaned it the other day. And you want to clean this lip around here as much as you can. Now that drain hole that we're looking for today is right back in there. It's going to be difficult to show where it is exactly. Let's see if we can get it to show up. Putting a little light on it. Because the alternative is to come in here inside the car and start removing the sun visor and the handle and taking the clips off. You have to take the clips off to do that, and you risk breaking those and a couple other things. So here's the problem, and what causes this is that this tray, this is the tray in here, is intended to be able to have water in it. To have a leak, and then it's tilted a little bit or molded to this side and molded to the other side, and then to run out these drains. So I've already cleaned out this tray. You could probably see some debris in the corners. But you want to, when you maintenance your car or when you wash your car, gently take a rag up there and wash through it. You'll have to move this sun deflector down a little bit. You want to be gentle with all pieces of it too. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to use weed whacker, weed eater string, and we're going to gently push this down through the pipe. So just a couple seconds later here, and we have verified we can find the drain. And it's back down here in this corner right here, as I said. And then you just gently feed this in there until you get down to the bottom of it. If you feel a lot of resistance, you want to just go gently back and forth and not push, like I said, the drain hose off the fitting that's in here. Alright, we've pushed that about as far as it will go. And I don't think it's going to come out the other side, because it comes out in approximately this area right here. And so it comes out and then it's probably blocked and I can't see in there, and I don't really want to take anything apart, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the line when I take it out to see if it was long enough to come here. So I'm going to mark it here. Then I'm going to see if I was successful in getting to the end. Alright, I measured that string and it got to about right here, which makes sense because it would probably be at an area where it bends down. That was as far as we could get, so we moved to the other side and we're going to see if we can get to about the same spot, because that would make sense. If it were a design thing keeping us from going down where it turns, then we should get down to about the same depth. If stuff is stuck in there, it's just small debris probably anyway. Okay, this is interesting because I think I went a little deeper on this side, but I'm not sure. It's stopped at about the same. This one went deeper and I got to about right here. So we're also going to see if we start to see water dripping out here. I don't yet, but we'll test that in a little bit because it could drain slowly. And then, so I'm going to run it down there a couple more times. It went just as deep that time, but look at this, what it pulled out. Now there's nothing to grip anything, but you can tell crud is down in there. I went back over to the other side and tried it again, and I got down just as deep. So I believe there is a kink or something that is, not maybe a kink, but a turn in that hose. We're going to give it a test now. So I've got some water here. I'm going to pour it straight in this tray. It's not just water. I did warm water from the tap, assuming that warm water would help dissolve anything in there that's gummy. I can hear it going down. I can hear it hitting the floor. We're going to call this successful. Look at all that crud that came on out of the... A lot of that was, some of that was on my floor, but some of that was in that drain line for sure. The other things that you want to do, like I said, is keep this extremely clean if you can from time to time and wipe that out gently. Be gentle with all these pieces here. I've seen some other videos where pieces were broken, they were taking things apart in clips. You could have this job finished in 15 to 20 minutes, but I'm going to spend some time and run that through there one more time after I get done with the video. Make sure it's clean. I'm going to test the other side as well. Like I said, be gentle because that pipe can come off. That's why you don't want to just blow air through there. You can get a little snake to clean these things out on Amazon if you don't have one of these, some string. I'm going to put a link to one of those below. Like I said, this applies to any type of car. I wouldn't be surprised if I've got a tray in there I need to clean in that F-150 from 2003. And I'm going to check that out. But that's how to clean this out without taking any of your car apart. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.